Set up your compression first, forget about the rebounding. You need to be safe, and safe will make you faster. They just stay firm, and you see their wheels just going up and down. Why? Because they have all this mass. People get confused and think it's the other way around. You need less rebound damping. Let's talk about a little bit about suspension tuning. This is something that I think I've gotten pretty good at. I don't have, like, 25 years of suspension tune-up background, but as a lifelong racer and rider, and as an engineer and physics guy, I've developed a pretty decent understanding of how this very complex science works. And when I say science, I mean suspension setup. It's generally based in, let's just say, rider beliefs combined with mechanics experience. Pros, they've developed, I guess, general knowledge. Just like they can whip a motorcycle and they have no idea how the physics works, sort of the same. All right. So, but having said that, suspension setup, it's very complicated, but when you think of it, not that much once you understand it. You have, let's just say you have compression, and then you, oh my God, I'm losing my hair. What the fuck is this, dude? Look at this. Look at that. What the fuck? I look so damn bald. So yeah, compression and rebound. What is compression? What is rebound? Compression is the rate at which the shock and the forks compress to absorb the energy that is delivered by the front wheel. That energy has to be absorbed so that you can stay on top of the motorcycle as less bothered as possible, meaning keeping your controls. And then there's other stuff like, making sure you get the traction, keeping the wheels on the ground. We'll get there. We're talking about compression first. So for motocross, it depends a little bit on the riding style or what type of track, really, if you want a stiffer or softer compression, but that's quite easy to gauge. You can pretty much determine that just by looking at the track and the type of terrain. Once you have that sorted, the real science is in the rebound. What I recommend to do is just go start right from the middle. How do you get to the middle? Well, go click all the way to the right and then all the way to the left. Count those clicks and then start right in the middle for everything, for compression, for rebounding, and for high speed compression on the rear shock, for all three. And then get a feel, see how you feel. You're not going to be able to tell anything particular. Depending on what you feel, just start with the compression. If you're bottoming out, then go a little bit harder on the compression. Don't work more than, if you're a pro, these guys work, I mean, I'm not trying to suggest pros what to do. They know what to do. But what I'm saying is pros, they work 1 or 2 clicks at a time. Most people suggest don't work more than 2 clicks at a time. I disagree. Amateurs, they don't have it, they don't really understand the feedback of the motorcycle as much as the pros. So work at least with 3 clicks at a time. Sometimes I go 5, but 3 to 4 clicks at a time. Give that thing 3 clicks to the right if you want it to be more stiff. 3 clicks to the left if you think it's too stiff. You want a little bit softer. Forget about the motorcycle being out of control. That's the rebound. Just try and start with the compression, and then you get to the rebound. And then when you do the clicks, whether that's right or left, you're gonna feel the feedback. That's why I say do at least 3 or 4 so you can actually feel it and it's obvious to you. If you think it's better, leave it at that. Don't be like, oh, it's better, let me just make it even better, I'll do more clicks. No, just leave it there and then work on the rebound. What is the rebounding? The rebounding is the how quickly the travel goes back to zero, meaning how quickly does the suspension recover. Why do you want it to recover quickly or not? This is not just thinking about rebounding off of jumps. That, I wouldn't even go there. I would focus only on traction and control before thinking about I need more rebound or less rebound to, for jumps. Forget about thinking about rebounding regarding jumping. It's the rebounding, it has to do with the traction and the control of the motorcycle. But if you're doing ruts, whatever it is, that's what you want to tune the suspension for, not for jumping. Jumping, technique comes first, then you factor in the suspension. The rebounding is how quickly the suspension recovers. And rebound damping is the actual force of keeping it from recovering as quickly. So the more rebound damping, the less quickly it will recover. The less rebound damping, the faster it will recover. That makes sense? So that being said, you want to keep your wheels on the ground all the time, or as much as possible. How do you do that? Well, it's simple. The more mass that you have atop the wheels, the heavier the motorcycle is with the rider, the better it is, because that just keeps just have better inertia to counter the second law of Newton. I think it's the second one of the three Newton laws. It says that for every action there's a reaction in opposite direction. So meaning when that thing is rebounding back, it's actually pushing you forward. The heavier the motorcycle is, the more it'll stay traveling horizontally without doing this, while the wheels are doing this. You have your wheels doing up and down when your upper mass is steady. Think of a trophy truck. Look at those things, how they just stay firm, and you see their wheels just going up and down. Why? Because they have all this mass. When you look at the extreme, which is a trophy truck, then you can understand the principle of being able to travel horizontally and just those wheels going up and down. When riders feel that the suspension is stiff, a lot of riders say, oh, the suspension is too stiff. Like I'm getting all this feedback on the bumps. I'm out of control. I need to slow down the rebounding. Most likely it's the other way around. You need to speed up the rebounding, meaning less clicks, clicking to the left. All right. So when you speed up the rebounding, meaning less rebound damping, clicking to the left, you want that wheel, when the bump hits the wheel and it goes up, you want it to go back down so that it's recovered before the next bump. When it doesn't recover, then you get what is called packing. What's packing? It's when it feels very stiff. That's when you gotta go soft on the rebound damping, and also maybe soft on the compression. I'm just talking about rebounding here. Set up your compression first, forget about the rebounding. Once you feel you have somewhat accomplished a little bit better comfort on the compression side, then work on the rebounding. Most likely, you will need less rebound damping. People get confused and think it's the other way around. As I said, do 3-4 clicks at a time, so it's very obvious to you. Give it less rebound, go out there, feel it. Don't go riding on the track. Go find the braking bumps or uneven terrain. Go ride that thing. Get the feedback from the motorcycle. If you feel the motorcycle, or if you feel the motorcycle, then that wheel's not on the ground. So you need that wheel to be more on the ground. That means you need less rebound damping. It needs to recover quickly. And likewise, when you're on the braking bumps, when you're braking, I know the technique now, the new technique that's developed is to brake earlier to then ease over the braking bumps. But you wanna brake into the braking bumps to really feel it, even though you're gonna use a different technique when you're actually riding. You wanna feel that feedback. If that thing is kicking on the back, left and right while you're braking, and you feel that thing kicking up, then most likely you need quicker rebounding, meaning less rebound damping. For rally, you need an unbelievably soft compression. And then you need very quickly rebound recovery. So the softer compression, meaning as much clicks to the left as possible, and as much clicks to the left as possible on the rebounding as well. Because you want the thing to be soft, to compress quickly, but also to recover very quickly. Because it's more about control and safety than anything else. In rally, you're riding for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. You don't need to maximize half a second going out of a turn like in motocross. You just need to have control. Forget about performance. Rally, the performance is the rally race. It's really there's no. You need to be safe, and safe will make you faster. So you need control. That bike needs to be tamed underneath you. And one more thing, before everything I just said, just work on your sag. Make sure your sag is with your weight. That is very easy to do. There's plenty of videos out there how to set up your sag. Look them up. Do that first, then do everything I've told you here.